I'm Jo Henry. I'm the librarian at the Georgetown campus, and I'm back today to help you find some of the resources you're going to be needing for assignments number 3 and number 4 for English 102. So let's get started. You'll want to navigate to the HGTC library homepage and then to LibGuides. Search for your class, English 102, Professor Grace. Now, as a reminder, we do have some essay tips under the Home tab. For essay number 3, you have links to all of the videos, as well as some suggested starter databases and search terms. For essay 4, you have a link to Woman on the Run in Canopy, and again, some databases and suggested search terms to get you started. You may want to find a book. We do have some books on media bias. And just as a reminder, when you search, you'll be generic if you're not signed in. It gives you everything. It gives you books, ebooks, and maybe even articles and film. If you just want a book, click Held by Library. It will filter out for just the books. It will show you the location of the book, and if you need it brought to your campus, remember to sign in and go through the student and employee portal with your WaveNet username and make the request. Ebooks are also a very good option. And again, there are some samples here, some media samples, some film noir samples for your 4th assignment. But there's additional books found in either the EBSCO ebook or the eBook Central database. And as you can see, if I just do a search for film noir, I'm getting a good number of books here that I can look at. I can click on one of interest, use the tools at the right, which includes emailing myself a link to the book for later, or even a starter citation tool for MLA. Or I can click on the PDF, look in all kinds of parts of the book, search within the book, and then go directly to the page where that content is found. You'll also want to use the databases, and again, they've been filtered here on the LibGuide for information that you will need for your assignments. So many of these databases will work for you for assignments 3 and 4. We're going to take a quick look at several of them. The first one, Academic OneFile. This is a Gale database. Film noir as my search, and I'm getting nearly 2,000 hits here. I could filter by publication date, peer review, if I needed to. Or I might just take a look down and scroll down a bit and find something of interest. And again, citation tool is still here. It's at the top. There is your MLA starter citation here in the Gale. And also the option to send it to myself, download, or print the article. Back to the Databases tab again. You'll probably be able to find something also in Academic Search Premier, even CQ Researcher. We're going to move down to Master File Premier. going to do a different search here. News, media, and bias. This would be paper number 3. So again, we can filter over here on the left for date, scholarly peer review if we would like, or even source type. But this is going to give us some information on that topic. This one looks interesting, how implicit bias works in journalism, and might be helpful. Again, tools here, citation assistance. Here's your PDF of the actual article itself, with the tools still retained on the right. Another option also might be something like opposing viewpoints. You could try a search such as coronavirus and media. And what I want to point out in this database is that yes, we do have 18 academic journals, but we also have news articles. And if we click on that option, it will take us right to some of the news articles that pertain to our topic. Your filters for Gale are always on the right-hand side. Finally, I want to go into Points of View Reference Center. So my search term, coronavirus and news media. And you'll notice I'm using slightly different search terms in each of my searches. Each search term will bring you slightly different results. So don't be afraid to try multiple searches in these databases for information. So we do get 5 articles that came up with that very specific news media second thought there. And it does have some information. So this is discussing national news media reporting on the corona pandemic. It might be something that would be useful to me. Again, we have citation assistance, scrolling down to MLA, and again a starter citation, always double check. Email link is options as well as printing. So that's just a quick look at some of the databases. So look around and use those and you should find some good information. Under the Multimedia tab, again you have Films on Demand, which is going to be your short video options. But also for number 4, you're going to be needing to use Kanopy. So with Kanopy, you'll have to create an account with your HGTC email and sign in. If you've already created an account, you can simply log in. There are some directions for Kanopy use here on the right. I will point out that you only have 3 full days or 72 hours to view your film once you check it out. So don't delay. And if you need some help with using Kanopy or creating your account, you want to click on the infographic using Kanopy and it will give you some directions for that. Again, your research tab is here if you need some help with any of the database searching or creating keywords. We've talked about that for our first 2 assignments. We also talked about citation sources. I will point out to you that the Purdue OWL link is available as well. And if you go to the link, you want to click on the Writing Lab and then on MLA Guide on the left, and then Formatting and Style Guide. And it is here that you're going to find information on specific types of sources with examples of how you actually cite them. We also have that drop-down tab additional MLA citation assistance for you. This is class specific, so these are example citations that you will need. For example, your film citation here that you may need, a Canopy Film Database citation. These are things that you might use specifically for this class. And then lastly, just as a reminder, Essay 3 does have a PowerPoint multimodal assignment. So you should have at this point downloaded Office 365. If you have not done that or need help with that, or actually need help with using PowerPoint or getting started, just let us know at the library. We will be glad to assist with that as well. So those are some of the resources that will help you get through your third and fourth assignment for the English 102 class. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or any of the librarians at any of the campuses, either in person or through chat or by email. Good luck!